Everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. It's where I talk about twin flame process. So this is the monthlies for the fire signs for May 2022. I've done a video for the earth signs, and at the beginning of that it talks about the month a little bit. You might want to listen to that. If anybody wants to get a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. Okay, so let's start with Leo. So they've got you creating something this month, focused energy into one particular thing. Could be a project, could be developing a new skill. And I feel that could be for something quite different, like, well, it could be anything. Ancient skill, they're talking about something maybe old-fashioned, something kind of like, yeah, I guess it could be anything. Okay. But something kind of active, and where you tools, where you're using tools, they're saying, that requires quite a lot of concentration and focus. They're saying it would be good for you. So if you're scratching your head, saying, well, I'm not doing that, maybe you should look into it. Because they're saying it'd be good for you to develop some kind of new skill. Could be something technological now, they're saying. Something where you just really focus your mind. Whatever it is, you'll find out you're really good at it, they're saying. And another way to make money, they're saying as well. Right, let's have a look. Leo. Oh, look, Nine of Pentacles, power in the physical world, and money, abundance. So, yeah, whatever this is, also led by vibrational self here, or guided by spirit, they are going to guide you to it, and you will be able to develop a new income from it. So just, I don't know, see what comes up. Keep your eyes open. If you feel like suddenly trying something, try it. Maybe you'll find yourself watching a video on YouTube that's about it, and it's just like catches your eye, something like that. Wisdom, learning. So yeah, again, Hermit is learning. So learning something new, basically. Strength, they're talking about fortitude, which is strength. Something that you've got a really strong link to. It feels like something quite masculine. And, they're just showing me like images of things that are really daring, adventurous, quite like also tactile scenarios, big money also. I mean, even gambling. I know, I don't know about that, but something where you're just going to try it and you're going to find out not only do you love doing it, but you are really good at it, is what they're saying. And it's going to be something quite, not outlandish, like weird and crazy, but like just like phenomenally magnificent, they're saying, like phenomenally like wow, who knew I could do that? That's amazing. And then you're getting on with it and you're making a fortune from it. Leo, let's have a look. Clarity, Knight of Swords. So something coming in. Maybe it's something you've had on the back burner that you've thought, I'd like to try that. Something that is, things as well that are going to bring in a lot of money might cost quite a bit of money. So if it's something that you've been holding back from because you didn't want to try it because it costs a lot of money to try it, and they're showing me things like water skiing, racing car driving, Formula One. They show me these kinds of sports, which cost quite a lot of money to do and try. But then if you can do it and you're good at it, you make a lot of money from it, right? So they'll also show me golf, which I suppose does not cost so much. But anyway, clarity around something that you're going to learn to do that's going to make you money. Acting. It's basically anything that you've ever wanted to try that you've held back from. They're saying try it. So it's going to be different for everybody. There, look, 3 of Wands, something on the horizon. It's life-changing, they're saying. It's really big and adventurous. It's not going to learn to be an accountant. Sorry for any accountants out there. It's not going to be sitting behind a desk or working as a clerical assistant, which I once did. So, I've done that. It's going to be something really big. Justice. Could be the law. It could be. Lawyers make a lot of money, right? And they make a difference, something that makes a difference, they're saying. So, yeah, that's it really for Leo. Anything else? Transformation, death, transformation. So something's going to be life-changing. So I know it sounds quite particular, but that's what they're saying. Something that's going to make a difference, completely change your life. It's on the horizon. You're going to get the clarity about it. And I feel like for most Leos, it's something that's actually been sitting there in the periphery of your life, and you've been maybe looking at it thinking like, one day I'll try that, but you've been thinking, well, it costs a lot of money to do it or to learn to do it, so I'll just get on with whatever I'm doing now. But what they're saying is it's a 50-50 game you're in. 50% is divine inspiration, 50% payback from that. So something's sitting there trying to catch your eye. It's been trying to catch your eye for the time you've been here, or for as long as you can remember. It's sitting there trying to catch your eye for a reason. Because whatever it is, it's 50-50 payback. It's going to pay you back as much as you put in. More. So you're going to get back what you put in, basically, and more. All right, that's it for Leo. And writing a book, they're saying. So for some of you, it'll be writing a book. They're saying money well spent. All right, let's move on. Money well spent on whatever it is that you decide to put your attention into. Okay. Next, Sagittarius. Okay, so they're showing me what looks like the wizard out of what you call it, The Hobbit, Sir Ian McKellen, like as the wizard, and holding back time or holding back the tide or something. They're saying it's like holding like a force field. Oh, wasn't he Magneto as well? Or was that someone else? I think it might have been him as well. So holding. Oh look, the magician's coming out. So it is. It's like holding. There's a force field. Like you've got a force field going on this month. Some kind of like through the power of your vibration, keeping a situation from developing. Yes, that's exactly what it is. So, do you understand the power of your vibration, Sagittarius? And do you understand that everything revolves around the power of your vibration? You see how this man is magnetizing with his eyes, because your vibration is your soul, right? And as people say, oh, the eyes are the eyes to the soul. Well, it's the eyes are the eyes to the vibration, basically. So you're going to learn about it this month. Something's going to happen that's going to make you see how vibration is first. You know, everybody thinks physical is first, like everything's manifested, so that's first. And then everything comes from you thinking about that or feeling about that. That's not how it is. Everything is vibration first. So everything comes from you not thinking about that and not feeling about that first. Everything comes from you knowing first, vibrationally first, that everything can arise that's physical from your vibration. So it's a complete convolution of the tactic of life. It's turning it on its head. You're going to see that in something around you this month. Strength, which is connection in vibration, and it is masculine and feminine energy, and it's feminine on top. So it's coming out feminine on top. So it's about the feminine energy taking precedence this month. So it's about vibration, which is feminine anyway, because it's source energy, which is first and foremost feminine before it creates the masculine. So it's something coming through love. But it might not be love itself. So we're not talking about romance or anything as mundane or matter of fact as that. We're talking about the magnification of what love is in a vibrational sense. Let's have a look. Two of Pentacles, two people out of balance, but when they're talking about, we say two entities, two manifested beings. So just to be aware, it might not be a person, it could be an animal that you experience this with as well, because they're manifested beings and everything is vibrational, everything is one. So when we talk about oneness and all being one, you know that when we cease to exist as physical beings, we all become one vibrationally. So you contain in your vibration everything that's ever been physical. That's everything that's ever lived or died, including trees and leaves and plants and all sorts of things. So you contain the universe in your vibration, basically, if you want to say it that way. So everything is you. So you have power over everything, right? Which is a really funny understanding, isn't it? But if you can understand that your vibration is everything, then why wouldn't you have power over everything? It's not a malicious or malevolent power. It's just the power to manifest. That's all. So it's a power in a way to control, in the best way possible, the environment that you exist in physically. And what could be better than that? So coming through recognition through another manifested being. So maybe this is going to be you, suddenly the table's turning on an issue that you've had going. Like maybe you've had someone on your back and they've been giving you a hard time and you're living in fear of that and you're wondering when they're going to make their next approach or their next attack. And suddenly it just stops. And they just disappear and disintegrate, and it's like it was never happening. Because that can happen. Maybe they suddenly turn around and they appear to be like a completely different person, and they're all smiles and laughter and nice, and it's not coming from an agenda, it just is. Because anything can change on the turn of a dime, right? On the spin of a dime, because that's how manifestation is. It all arises from your vibration. Maybe I'll give you an instance that I had, and this is not that long ago actually, was my beloved cat, who's not my cat, who's visited me for 2 years and spent all that time with me through lockdown, basically. I've dug over my garden, planted loads of new plants, and of course he's male cat, so he likes to spray everywhere. He has literally just disappeared. Now my grass is growing and the plants are in, and he popped over the fence one time. I saw him, and he used to be here every day, 3 or 4 times a day, sleeping on my property and all that kind of stuff, and he's just gone because he knows the grass is growing and he knows everything is manifesting here and he's got to stay away. So it's magnification of vibration, right? Because we're all one. And also he was stood here before I did the garden as a precursor to all this. We looked at each other directly in the eyes and he made an attempt to spray on a plant that was directly behind him, and nothing came out of him because he was unable to spray. You see, things will change vibrationally when you are in your power, strength, power. So it's the power of your vibration changing your environment and changing someone or something in your environment. Love, Page of Cups, from love, right? From love, because everything is love when it's all not in. Everything in the physical dimension is fear-based. unless you understand and you believe in the power of vibration first and foremost. Because if you don't, then you're fear-based. Quite simple. It's as simple as that. So the love is the love that you receive. It's the love that you give. It's the love that you are. It's the love that you let go of the fear. The love is the understanding that you don't need to feel fear. So that is what love is, that controls the vibration of the manifestation that doesn't come from fear. It's the understanding that you are in control of that, and that's what the love is. Right? So people talk about control, vibration, like it's some kind of agenda, it's some kind of malevolent agenda. It's not. It's just love. It's acceptance. It's understanding that nothing bad, nothing negative or upsetting or unpalatable or unpleasurable ever needs to exist in your physical dimension unless you wish it so. Simple as that. So you're going to understand that this month, Sagittarius, somehow. Okay. And then we're going to go for the last one, which is... Have we done 3? No. Aries. Let's have a look at Aries. What does Aries need to know? Show me Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning in the physical world. They show me 2 people holding that Ace of Pentacles, but they show me them upside down. It's a man and a woman, so it's masculine and feminine representation. As yet to come in. That's why it's upside down. So look. Yeah. They just said the penny's about to drop. Ace of Pentacles is like a coin. 10 of Swords ending in the mind. 7 of Swords ending of all fear. Manifestation of the masculine, the Emperor made manifest masculine. So yeah, the penny is about to drop. The masculine is about to be made manifest through the ending of all fear. Right, what is fear at its very finest? It's like grains of sand, fear. Well, it's like from the biggest boulder, Mount Everest, downwards, right? To boulders, to rocks, to small, fine grains of sand. So what is fear? Fear is everything in your mind, because the mind is not feeling, the mind is not love. Love is let go. Right, so everything filters down from the size of Everest down to a fine grain of sand, because even love can be fearful, even emotions can be fearful. So the letting go of everything, of all fear, is a letting go of everything emotionally and mentally, until nothing exists but acceptance. Pure clarity and acceptance of the present moment is what love is. It's nothingness, it's void, it's 0 point. It's the ending of everything that precedes fear. All thought that leads to all negative emotion precedes fear. Right, so what is the finest grain of sand then, in terms of what is fear? It's anything that you could think. Anything at all that you could think. Because all thought precedes fear. So that's why they say state of no mind is clarity, is 0 point, is 0 fear. So ending of all fear is no thought at all before the manifest of the masculine as the Emperor. So, Aries, this month, you are in a month that precedes the manifestation of the masculine as the Emperor. You're in the month that ends all fear. It ends through you. Your ending of your process, the ending of your ability, any ability. We're not saying your ability. It's the human ability. It's any ability at all to put thought before vibration. So you could start to have a thought about vibration, but that thought stops going anywhere, because even a thought about vibration, what vibration is vibration relevant? Is vibration the truth? Is fear, right? Any question that precedes vibration is fear. Any desiring to have a rationalization or a logicalization of what is vibration is fear. because that means if there is any desire to rationalize, logicalize, bring into agreement, to conclude, to arrange, to designate, to organize thought around vibration is a fear. So you're going to have the ending of all fear. So that means you won't be thinking as well. It means you'll be like, maybe a thought will try to come up and it'll just die off before it takes hold. Maybe you'll find yourself in your head just saying, I don't want to think about that, 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 as thoughts try to come up. Not even a justification of why you don't want to think about it, just, I'm not going to think about that. Because justification is fear. All justification is fear. A why should I or why shouldn't I is all fear, because it would state that you need to justify why. Why would you need to justify why? Because you're fearful of not justifying why. That's why justifying is a fear. Opinions are a fear because you feel like you're not grounded unless you have an opinion on a certain thing. If I don't have an opinion on that, that means I haven't boxed that off. I haven't then organised that. I haven't come to a resolution around that. And if I haven't done that, I'm going to be afraid that it's a loose cannon, you know. That's a loose cannon in my life if I don't have that signed off as I know this about this and I think this about this. But freedom is a loose cannon. Masculine energy is a loose cannon. It's not arised at manifestation of the masculine. The vibration of the masculine into the physical dimension is arised through the indulgence of fear. It is arrived through the elimination of fear and the ending of fear, because it is fear. Masculine is fear. So any fear surrounding that vibration of masculine will only perpetrate the distance of the masculine from the physical manifestation. Let's get one more out. Choices moving forward. So you could have a question in your head. Like I say, thoughts, the mind wants to work, right? You can't like stop it working. You can't stop it trying to work. It's like a hamster wheel. So it's going to go round. The hamster's on the wheel. You can't get the hamster off the wheel, right? But it's just about pausing the wheel, pausing it, recognising that it's whirring and pausing it. And that the pause becomes longer and longer and longer. So it's a choice. But it's a choice that leads to an eventual resolution, right? It's not a choice that leads to more choice. Because once you choose to let go of the mind will take care of letting go of itself. Once it's like flexing a muscle, the muscle of let go. Let's go with another one. Reaching out in the physical, Six of Pentacles, masculine making contact in the physical. Just to say as well that second guessing yourself or this process is also fear. You know, people will listen to it all, they'll hear all about it and the elimination of the mind and the elimination of the fear, but then they'll still go into their mind and they will justify their process. They will justify the this and the that of the process, of all of it, basically, from a human standpoint, but it's not a human process. You're human, but the process isn't. So you can't bring it down. It's like trying to catch a butterfly and pin it into one of them boxes. You just kill the butterfly, right? It's divine love process. You can't pin it down into a human understanding. You have to set it free, allow it to fly free and let it do its job and just look at it in wonder. Look at all of it in wonder and amazement and just stay in that place of that opportunity to stay in the place of wonder and amazement. And that's a set free and a let go, isn't it? Anything else is pain. Justification is all pain because you're trying to justify to yourself why you feel the way you do about what's going on, and then you justify why it's all right. It's okay that I feel pain about the process that I'm going through, because I understand I have to go through a process. But that's not what's required, because that's fear still. It's the fear of being in pain, and it's a fear of the process. So you can't justify it from a human deliberation, you know. Of course it's painful. The process is painful. So don't justify that it's painful. Just know that it is painful. Accept that it is painful. And then set it free, right? But look at the pain in wonder. It's like any pain. You move towards it and into it, and it's part of the experience that you're going through. It's not a reason to constantly describe the pain to yourself and justify the pain in a way that acknowledges it as pain. It's just, yeah, there's pain, and we let go. Okay, now I'm letting go. I'm going to go. Lots of love. Take care. See you later.